Haye, haye. Haye, haye. Haye, haye. Haye, haye.
7th to 9th March 2019 heralded a new dawn that provided an opportunity for citizens and leaders to have a face-to-face conversation through a multi-actor dialogue platform on governance issues in Kenya, in the sense that, for the first time, there was a People's Dialogue Festival that was organized by the Center for Multiparty Democracy, CMD, which brought together nearly all the stakeholders on the table.
Because tunaishi kwa society ya haves na have nots, wananchi wamekuwa folded into have nots kama manoti kwa mkono ya conductor. The only time wanaachiliwa ni time yenye abiria wana demand change.
It all happened here at the National Museums of Kenya, in the auditorium and the amphitheater, where youth, women, people with disabilities, political parties, unions in the health sector, parliamentarians, and leading political party leaders sitting and engaging openly on collaboration and competition in democratic development in Kenya. During the 3-day event, a candid dialogue took center stage as the political elite were held to account to the people, one-on-one.
Are we going to allow women to be 1,000 or 2,000 without allowing people to choose what is going to be the criteria?
That is not democracy. It cannot be fair that more than 50% of our population is underrepresented and we live in the same society with them.
Don't you think it is the time we address corruption, not in terms of law? For example, the Middle East countries, how they address rape. You are paraded in the public and you are stoned to death. Don't you think Kenya we should adopt something more radical rather than the laws, which you can manipulate the system and beat the laws?
We must just enforce the law strictly so that we must respect our human rights position and we must respect the right of the other person to be heard and to explain themselves.
When we nominate the MCS to go to the county assemblies, we want to tell you one thing. These young people are very bright people. They have business ideas, they have papers. When you go there, don't serve your own interests.
The 30% is not working for women or for youth. We must find a different way to make sure that people are empowered.
Issues of mainstreaming youth and so on is still at the national government. So the people to answer this big question are those who are controlling our resources.
The issue of achieving inclusive democracy in Kenya and what needs to be done was also a subject of interest.
If you look at the composition of government, it is dominated by men. If you look at the parastatals, cabinet, if you look at the apex court, it's a man's world.
In my view, we should allow people to demonstrate, to express frustration, but at the end of it, what are the deliverables?
We haven't nurtured democracy in this country to give Kenyans confidence that democracy as a form of governance and organizing politics is able to sort out our problems.
I think where we must start when we're talking about dialogue is the dialogue must be structured and it must be anchored in law.
Parliament, the legislative arm of government and whose specific mandate is to represent the people, legislate and oversight, also took part in the 3-day meeting led by Deputy Speaker and Minority Leader in the National Assembly and a host of young parliamentarians.
There is no one in the world who would want to elect a weak person as a leader. So don't come out like the women are a weak agenda. Women are not a weak agenda.
The scrutiny of public resources enhances prudent utilization, hence the citizens can enjoy fruits of democracy.
A section of political parties believe that all is not lost and there is still room for improvement. Cabinet Secretary and also the ruling Jubilee Party's Secretary General Raphael Tuju represented the executive.
That 52% of our national budget is being consumed by less than 1 million people who are working for government.
Other stakeholders had varied standpoints, which gave a cocktail of perspectives.
We have to look at each other as leaders and our capacities to be able to undertake the duties of the offices that we are aspiring for.
I need a baseline survey. Because to be frank with you, I don't think youth understand what the hell referendum is.
Yes, we need to review the Constitution, but we must have a forum. We can't leave politicians to decide what changes should be made.
It happens that the youth also admire the corrupted individuals because they see them prosper.
So why would I spend more to win a seat that pays me less?
The People's Dialogue Festival, organized by the Center for Multiparty Democracy, CMD, aims to promote democratic and social dialogue as a mechanism to, among other things, build bridges between people and decision makers, promote dialogue between political parties, offer people a space for holding decision makers accountable, provide a platform for networking across political divides, encourage diversity and pluralism by bringing various stakeholders from various backgrounds together. Another aim is also to reduce political tensions and enhance sustainable peace by transferring grievances voiced from the streets into official but informal conversations, promote public participation, and finally, promote transformative change through enhanced civic competence.
What has been missing in this country is the people being heard.
I'm happy that there is something that is happening in Kenya of this nature. This is an inaugural one. We were in CMD, we were not able to think about this. And this is something that has not been done before. It is the first one, and it's a good thing that you are doing.
The inaugural festival was a success story to some extent, insofar as getting people to dialogue is concerned. The political elite sat down with the people they speak for. In March 2020, another opportunity will present itself. CMD and her partners will be there. Je, utakuwepo?
Haye, haye. Haye, haye. Haye, haye.